Hello and welcome back. We're going to play some more Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. This is our character, Brandon Rubio. So one of the main things I was playing around with just a little bit here was the zones. I think it's called zones. We're going to, I think, use these cabinets here as my storage. So these are, if I examine... Oh, I can actually craft on the cupboard too. Okay, that's good. So I want to put, let's say, food in that cabinet and drinks in that cabinet. Or we'll put food over here by the closet. Food here, drinks here. Then we'll put, some miscellaneous things here. Let's figure out what zones we can have. And we'll put those in the cabinets where we know where they are. They'll be right next to this computer terminal. And then we can craft on the little, what would you call the little countertop in front of these here. Then behind this area we can put some more like a firewood stack and a clothing stack and whatever else. So if I remember, it was the is it capital O? Okay, no, that's my zone menu. Is it capital Y? Yeah, there we go. So I initially set up this zone as a place to drop my loot for sorting. So anything I drop here, I can automatically sort out to the other zones. Now, I put up a experimental, there it is. There's the food and drink zone that I had set up, but I think I want to separate those two, which I combined onto one square just to see if this would work. Now I think I've got the hang of it. So if I hit Shift Y, and then I hit A to add a zone, and then I pick my category. So let's take the food zone first. That would be small case O. I can name the zone, which we'll just leave it labeled food. Then I select my first point. So let's say we're going to call that the food zone right there. Alright, that's the first point and the second point. And now that's a food zone. Now my question is, okay, yeah, that added another food zone. So I want to remove the other food zone. So this is the one that I had set up before. And I can hit, I don't know if it's R or capital R. Okay, looks like it was just R. And then I'm going to remove my other drink zone. Okay. Then I'm going to add a drink zone. Here's drink. That's small letter K. Still called that. We'll put drinks right there. Alright. Now I want to add maybe a clothing zone. That was the number 2 did something. Auto eat. I don't even know what that does. So let's go back to add. Okay, so we've got ammo, which I don't need a zone for yet, because I don't have any. Armor artifacts, bionics, books. Maybe hopefully we'll be able to build a bookcase to put the books on. Chemicals. I think I do need a chemical zone because I'm going to go ahead and clear out everything in here. I know there's some bleach and other things. So that could go into its own zone. And then a container zone might be helpful because I think as I eat the food and stuff, I'll get empty containers going into that zone. So that's a good one. Then maybe a drug zone, filthy clothing, and filthy armor. Have their own category other than just armor. Okay, so then the fuel zone, I assume, will be my firewood stack. And guns I don't have, of course, yet. Keys, magazines, manuals, maps. Perishable drink and perishable food are in a separate category from food and drink. That's... I wonder if I have to add those two to the food and drink zones that I've already got set up. For now, I probably will. Then we've got weapons, seeds and spare parts, and tools. Oh yeah, I definitely want a tool zone too. which I might put on in that spot behind me. So for right now, let's start with what I was thinking, chemicals. Sure, okay. So our chemical zone, so that'll be drinks there, food there. Then we can put chemicals here, and maybe, oh, I did it again. Chemicals and then containers. Yeah, why not? Right there. All right. Now, I just don't have, I was going to set up a tool. Oh, I did it again. I was going to set up a tools zone. Here we go. Here's tools. Just capital F. And the tool zone maybe right here on the corner. Alright, now we've got also currency and custom. Custom could be interesting. I can set up a wood zone all by itself. So just for right now, we'll put those on the corner here. That can be for wood / firewood or whatever. And oh, I did it again. Let's see, maybe one more. A clothing. Yeah, because I might find a bunch of clothing that I don't want. And we'll put that beside the fuel there. I don't really have a system here, except I just want to get this set up to make it easier. Maybe in the future, when I do have some things. Let's see, magazines, keys, maps. I'm going to go ahead and put the perishable drinks with the drinks, and one more. We'll put the perishable foods with the foods, and then we can always separate them later. Here we go. Perishable foods can go with the foods right there. Okay, I'm going to save those changes. I got a bunch of these. Now theoretically, I pick this. I just want to pick everything up. Oh, you know, I may need a first aid zone. I wonder if I had one. Just going to pick everything up that I can carry. And I think I've run out of space to carry everything. Can I get the dandelion? Oh, I did, okay. Looks like I can carry more than I thought I could. I didn't know I could hold all of this at once. Alright, and I've got something here. Okay, that's going to probably be an armor piece. I didn't set up a zone for that. And I probably will. Now, if I want to drop all of this stuff right here in my drop zone, I don't have a weapon zone either, so maybe I'll make one. Okay, these are all the things I'm wearing. That's the weapon. These are weapons. Now we'll drop that. We're just going to drop everything at my feet. All my precious rocks. Hold on to that beaded necklace. Oh, we're going to play with that too. Blindfold, yeah. That might go under, I don't know, clothing. Okay, emergency blankets, sheets, and elbow pads. There we go. So we drop everything to the ground. Now it should still be sitting there. It is. One giant pile. Now it's not it's the O, not the Y. Here we go. Sort out my loot. All. Now I don't know what personal and static means yet. I've got an action to chop planks. Huh. Okay. So let's see. Sort all my loot. Now it tells me you sorted out every item possible. So how many items were impossible? Alright, that tells me that I don't have a zone for whatever cotton patches and scraps are. The evacuation pamphlets, the cotton sheets, plastic bags. Plastic bags are a container. But they're not an empty container, I guess. And the plastic chunks, the 3 rocks and the thread. So I don't know what kind of items those are yet. Oh wait, they probably have a category. Never mind. Now, here we go. So my tools went over here. Flashlight, knitting needles, matchbook, scissors, and pocket knife. That's handy. My blindfold, emergency blankets, and sheets went to the clothing zone. Looks like my my bottles of water went to the drinks, I'll bet these beans were already here. Let me get those out of the drink zone. And then under the food zone, dandelions are a food. I guess I can eat those. Well, that makes sense. And then, yep, everything I had that was food related went to that cabinet. So I want to put all the food I was carrying in the food cabinet. I think I'll stand here to craft because it will be nice to have a table to craft on, and I think I can still use the tools that are over there. So that being done, I was watching the footage from the last episode and I realized that I do have a battery for that flashlight. So it's downstairs and I just overlooked it while I was playing. I'm going to grab the flashlight and then go get that battery that I left, which I think it was in this closet here, maybe. Now I'm just going to grab everything because I want to move all the loot from this whole area into those sorted piles. Just as a good start, you know. I don't think I'm giving myself the best start if I leave things laying all over the place. You know what I've done is not even noticed whether I picked up that battery. I don't think I saw it in those stacks. I know it. Oh, there's more right here. Okay. One of these closets here. No. And this one here. Okay. Well, it's nice to have so much storage. There's the scrub brush and the soap bar and whatnot. Okay, my inventory is full. So let's go drop everything in the drop zone. Drop at my feet. All kinds of things. Oh, I picked up another flashlight while I was down there, it looks like. A lighter. Alright, so I'm going to drop one of these. Oh, and then seeing those whistles reminds me of something too. In the last episode, I was afraid of those dogs and animals that were out there. So I happened to be thinking later, I may not need to be afraid of those animals at all, because this character started with animal kinship, or animal, I forget the name of it. Okay, I dropped everything at my feet. I started with a trait, animal empathy. And so I'm wondering whether or not those animals are going to be friendly or tameable, but I don't think that surely they're going to just outright attack me. I had this nightmare vision in my head of the pack of 3 Labrador mutts just coming at me. I'm going to take the talking doll for no reason, but maybe there might be something to that. And there's probably water in these toilets. Let me look. Yeah, there's water in the toilets. One of the things that I want to... I can't examine that. What is this? Oh, it's a trash can. Yeah, okay, so it is smashable. So I'll probably smash that when I get done grabbing everything, because we're going to eventually smash or disassemble everything down here in this basement also. And that will net me maybe some crafting ingredients. There's a pencil. Another lighter. And more toilet water. There's the gallon jug of bleach, which I think I need a gallon jug. There's another gallon jug of ammonia. I wasn't able to get everything, so my inventory's full again. Alright, let's go drop this off in the drop zone. Drop everything right here. Holding on to the flashlight, lighter, everything. Got a lot of soap down. Alright. Maybe one more trip from the basement and we'll be done with this. I know I was missing whatever this is. Gallon jug of ammonia, good. Alright. I'll bet that I picked up that lighter, or that, I'll bet that I picked up that battery without even seeing it. I seem to have a mental block about that battery. I just cannot see it. Double checking all the closets that I got everything, and then the back here. Looks like I got everything. So that battery is in my stack down here somewhere. Let's look for it. Let's go ahead and drop the ammonia here. And that should go under chemicals, I think. Oh, let's go ahead and hit the sort button. Here, do this. No, wrong button. This button here. It's the capital O. Sort my loot. Okay, every possible item has been sorted. And that leaves the games, the evacuation pamphlets, shards. There it is. The disposable battery. I want to pick that up. And the bags. Okay, so now I don't know how to put the battery in the flashlight, so this is going to be... what category did that doll go into? Okay, so the doll went into the tool pile. Is that right? Whistle, talking doll. Interesting. How is the talking doll a tool? Huh. Okay. Now my question is, okay, do I just look at my flashlight like this? And now I don't think I activate it, but maybe I load it, reload it. Do I reload the flashlight to put the battery inside? You reload it with the light disposable battery. Boom, that's how you do it. Now the flashlight shows a charge of 300. Okay, excellent. So that's done. Now one of the things that I dropped, which I didn't exactly mean to, is I wanted to try these beads because wrong way to do this. No, that's drop. Pick up the where did the beads go? They probably went to the clothing pile. There we go. I want to try this. So that's a beaded necklace, and I was thinking about the apply button. So can I just apply this? Yeah, see, the action is to meditate. So if I take that, meditating, I don't know how long I did that exactly. It was for a while. It says you pause to engage in spiritual contemplation. I'm not sure what effect that has. So I'm looking at my character sheet right now to see that maybe is there a mood thing here, or yeah, I don't see anything on this screen, but there's probably another status screen that I could pull up which would show me whether that gave me, check my intelligence. Did it raise my intelligence? No, didn't seem to affect my statistics. Well, anyway, so that's something that I can do, at least even just for role-playing purposes. He'll have to pause to do that every once in a while. So the emergency blankets, jackets, and so on. Now, okay, the emergency jacket has soap bars inside, and that's kind of that's a hell of an emergency. And the sheets went down as a clothing item, interestingly. Now, for some reason, there's a can opener in the water area. Pretty sure that's a tool. Let's drop the can opener over there. Okay. Let's check the food stash. Is everything makes sense? Pretty much. Now my container stash. Or no, this is the chemical stash. So the ammonia and the bleach went there automatically. And then this is the... What stash is that? It's got the first aid boxes, a paper wrapper. Ah, that's the container. So, oh, that'll be a handy stash actually. So anything that's in a container will go there. Now, we've got multiple trash cans. Oh, go ahead and pick up this doll, I guess. Get her out of the way, because I want to try smashing this trash can. Wump it, wump it. Okay, I broke it apart. I just want to see what comes out of it. Plastic chunks. Okay. Fine and dandy. Oh, I left a stick over here, huh? Alright. Now, can I drag the stick like this? No, I can't. But there's another type of dragging, I think, which is called hauling. So I want to see if there's a button for hauling. I'm sure there might be. Okay, I didn't see it in the first scroll through there. But it may be redded out. I was just reading the green ones. Let's look one more time. Because if I could I just want to scoot it over there, you know, instead of using the grab menu. But I'm not sure that I can actually... here we go. Haul items along the ground, which is the / key. Do I have to be standing on the tile? Your hands are not free, which makes hauling slower. Okay, so I can haul this along the ground even though I can't wield it. And I can just haul it to this area, and then I guess I can stop hauling with that key. Okay. Tells me now that I'm very hungry, so I better eat a can of beans real quick. I hit capital E to open the eating menu. And I've got, let's see. Oh man, these beans are only going to last for 2 days, according to this. Now that doesn't... A shelf life of 2 days does not make sense on canned beans. Those should have a shelf life of a couple of years, you would think. I would think. Huh. Alright, let's eat 2 cans of beans and take a protein ration, and while we're at it we might as well get a drink of water. Alright, that should help. It says that my thirst is hydrated and my hunger is satisfied, so that should be good. Now I'm wondering if there's any empty containers that came out of that, and there are not. Alright, so I'm going to drop this stuff because it'll auto sort in a minute. Now, as far as the talking doll goes, I didn't really take any time to examine this talking doll. It just kind of weirded me out a little bit. So I'm going to look at it, and it says this is a talking doll for children. Fortunately, it still works, and you could unload the batteries out of it. Oh, really? Disassembly takes 30 seconds, requiring a screwdriver, and might yield scrap metal, plastic chunks, cotton patches, 1 RAM, and random access memory, and 2 electronic scraps. Very interesting. Now, the item contains a battery cell. So all that looking for a battery and remembering where one was, it was in a doll the whole time. I want to try the doll. I'm going to activate it. From your position, you hear, "May I have a cookie?" Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm thoroughly creeped out, no doubt about it. Let's, in that case, because we're probably not going to play with the doll much. But if I hit unload, it says you unload your talking doll. It says you put the ultralight disposable battery in your inventory. Ultralight disposable battery. I'm going to get the other talking doll. Oh, that's why, because I didn't notice this before. The talking doll with the battery is still inside. Oops, excuse me. The talking doll with the battery still inside shows a number of charges. I should have noticed that to begin with. I'm going to select the one that still has a battery and unload that one. My question is it still going to show up as a tool or what? But I'm going to put them here for disassembly later. And I don't know what category batteries would be, but just so I don't lose these two, I'm going to put them off by themselves here on this bench. That should be handy. Now, so we've gotten the batteries, we've loaded the flashlight, and I still haven't gotten in through that door. I played with the beaded necklace. That was on my to-do list. My other to-do list was to go ahead and go up here. I know the dogs were up here to the north of me. And up here to my north, I've got a little forest trail, and there's some swampland mixed with forest. But I'm curious about that forest trail and whether it might lead to a cabin we could loot or something like that. But I was afraid to go up there because of the animals. But I don't think I should necessarily worry about the animals. And don't worry, we will go get those long sticks in a moment. But this is something that what is this? Oh, that's a giant rattlesnake. Wait, backing up. Is it slower than me, I hope? I can tell by viewing it, I guess. It's about as fast as I am. Oh, and of course it's mutated. It couldn't just be a rattlesnake, could it? So it's about as fast as you are. It's a mutated timber rattlesnake, about 3 times as large as the norm. Holy moly, that's huge. While it isn't big enough to regard humans as potential prey, it is more aggressive and dangerous compared to a normal rattler. Now, this is telling me that it's hostile. So my animal kinship or whatever does not impress this snake at all. Now, even though it's hostile, because it is about my speed, so if it's going to continue to chase me, like how long will it? Am I making any ground? I'm leaving him behind really slowly, it looks like. Yeah, every few moves I leave him behind by another move. Alright, that's fine. I assume if he... Okay, now, the wild boar says that it's ignoring me, and it can see me. Now, the wild boar are faster than I am. Is this a mutated boar? So originally not native in the U.S., this wild omnivore is a crossbreed between the Eurasian wild boar escaped from hunting reserves and the domesticated pig gone feral in the wilderness. Its population has skyrocketed during the last few decades. Yeah, it would. Well, I don't know when the Cataclysm happened, but then that would make sense. So he's ignoring me, and he can see me. So I think animal kinship may have just saved our guy from getting mauled by a wild boar. It's very reassuring. Oh, so now the rattlesnake and the wild boar is getting into a fight. That could be interesting. The giant rattlesnake dies. Yeah, these boar are not interested in fighting me, and they're not afraid of me. It's really cool. So we have here a rattlesnake corpse, which I can't put in any pocket, but I could haul home and then use my scissors possibly to butcher the corpse. Yeah, because I didn't bring my scissors where I could butcher it here. Also, I don't have a fire pit. Another thing that I probably need to take care of. I need some way to cook meat or prepare food. Yeah. So I know there's an item called the hobo cooking kit or something like that, which you can cook out of a tin can, if I remember correctly. I just remembered I wanted to craft that because it had the word hobo in it. But I know I can also dig a fire pit, and that's something I might want to do if I might get a source of meat from letting animals kill each other, since they won't necessarily be hostile to me. I don't want to haul this back. It would be easier to bring my scissors here. So looking at my map, this is my location. I can mark this location somehow. I think I can make a note. There's a delete note, list notes. There was a make a note. There it is. Create edit note, which is capital N. So if I do this, I can say rattlesnake corpse. Very good. Gotta check on something. Okay, very good. Just wanted to make sure I was recording. I actually had my doubts all of a sudden. I said to I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute, did I even hit the record button? I have done that before several times. It is disappointing to say the least. Alright, there's a giant hole over here to my right, which I definitely don't want to go down into, I don't think, but I might as well come over here and have a quick look. Let's hit my find items things. Okay, now, so here's this wild boar which is ignoring me. I wonder why one of them says ignoring and one of them says tracking. Now, here we also have a more frightening type of dog, which it says it's a pit bull mix. Now, it's not telling me whether it's hostile or not. So that's okay. We're just going to trust in our animal kinship. I keep calling it kinship, but it's not. It's animal empathy. Alright, so I'm looking at this hole, and my question... giant dragonfly to the east. Now, I think probably anything with the word giant in the name is not going to be friendly to me. Here's a question, though, and I think I know the answer. If the pit bulls are friendly to me, then they're probably hostile to the giant dragonfly. It seems like it's safe to assume. So one thing I'm wondering is how I know, see, this is go up and go down. No. There should be a way for me to lower the level of my look. That's definitely not it. You know, where I could peer down into this hole. Let me pull up the key list again. I'm pretty sure there's a key for this. So that's up and down. And then we've got center my view. Okay. This is not what I was thinking of, but I know that I saw this at some point. Grab, look, peek. Compare, use, wear, take off, unload, fire, throw, toggle. Activate bionics, view medical. Oh, here's some more of my view statuses. View, activate bionics and mutations, which I don't have. View medical information is capital N. I need to remember that. View body status is that bracket looking thing. Sort armor is square. That could be handy too. I need to try that right away. Construct terrain and disassemble terrain. Sleep and control vehicle. Okay. View map is M, which I knew. So I totally failed to be able to change my Z level view. So I'm not sure how to peer down into that hole. Maybe I'm overlooking this, and I can play with this when I'm not recording, I guess, and maybe figure it out. I just really thought it was that bracket key right there. It's not. What if it's not the shift bracket? Yeah, that's not it. So if I look at my map, though, I know I can change Z levels on the map. Like this. Well, that's... What? Okay, that's the house. Okay. If I go up... Oh, okay, so that's the bridge sticking up into the next Z level. And if I go down, that house has a basement, I'll bet you, that I've explored, which is why I can see that on the next Z level down. But I can't see down into that hole. So nice that when I made a note, it put a flashing N at the note location. I like that. Let's go back and get my dragonfly. Get my scissors, because I noticed that they describe themselves as a butchering tool. Yep, the pit bull and the giant dragonfly are fighting, as it turns out. So that would be another corpse that I can go butcher possibly, but then I may be in a race to build a fire pit or whatever before the meat spoils. Alright, what am I... So nice, I can go right to my sorted tools. This is great. Do I need a lighter on me? Yeah, we'll just take the one that's... Hey, I wonder if I can transfer the butane from this lighter to that lighter. There's another question. There's my scissors. Or, I wonder if the pocket knife also has a butchering quality. Probably. But that's okay. I know the scissors do. So I'm going to grab those. Hey, what if I blow a whistle at those dogs? Now I'm pushing it, right? So let me show you here. If I look at the scissors, it says it has level 3 butchering quality, level 2 cutting quality, and level 1 fabric cutting quality. So a handy tool all the way around. Alright, back out we go. So I think if I want to make ropes to drag those sticks around, plant fiber might be the way to go. I'll probably gather some plant fiber once we get on the trail. Now the butchering key is capital B. I want to butcher the wild boar. Now we've got the quick butchery, which you use when you're in a hurry, 9 minutes. The full butchery requires a rope and a tree or a butchering rack, a flat surface like a table, a leather tarp, etc., and good tools. Yields are plentiful and varied, but it is time consuming. Your best tool has 19 butchering. Well, that makes sense. A rope and a tree and a flat surface. So we need to make a butchering area next to a tree near the house. Go put a work table out there, hang a rope from the tree, and then we can really get serious about butchering our animals. So field dress involves removing the organs and viscera. Carcass will be lighter and stay fresh longer. Very good. We can just skin the corpse. So of course that's, if I wanted to grab the snake leather, you can bleed the corpse. You just drain it of blood. Interesting. I can quarter it. By quartering a previously field-dressed corpse, you'll acquire 4 parts with reduced weight and volume. It destroys the skin, hide, pelt, etc. You can dismember the corpse, where you're aiming to just destroy the body outright. It takes about 1 minute. Dissection would take an hour. By careful dissection, you will examine it for possible bionic implants or discrete organs and harvest them if possible. Requires scalpel-grade cutting tools. Ruins the corpse and consumes a lot of time. Dissecting may yield knowledge of principles of biology. So it's around noon, and I don't think I want to spend well, I do want to spend an hour. So do I want to dissect this, or I can't properly butcher it because the best that I can really do is field dress this corpse. I'm going to do that. It should take about 20 minutes. Now the giant dragonfly apparently killed one of those pit bulls or is still fighting them. I'm going to stop and double check that the giant dragonfly, which it is described as hostile, but it says that it cannot see my current location. It is much faster than me, but it's 60 tiles to the northeast. So it's a ferocious bright green dragonfly, still lightning fast, despite growing to the size of a school child. Its head is little more than a basketball-sized pair of rainbow compound eyes, and its legs, already specialized for grasping prey, end in curved talons. Yes, so it cannot currently see me. So we're going to resume butchering the wild boar, field dressing it. I'm not going to stop dressing the corpse this time. Okay, there we have done it. And there's blood everywhere for some reason. Holy smokes. It's telling me I've harvested the raw kidneys, the large stomach, the bones, the bone marrow, and the sinew. Is that everything? However, I don't see that in my inventory, so I'm guessing that it's at my feet still. There we go. So the animal blood, I can't pick it up because it's a spilt liquid. Wonder if I could have drained the corpse before I field dressed it, and possibly could I have drained the blood into a container? I assume so. The carcass itself will not fit in my pocket, so I probably have to quarter it up. I can pick up the large stomach, raw kidney, and raw liver, and the sinew. So before I go to pick that up, I want to see if I can go ahead, cut up the bone. Why would I cut up the bone? Oh, because it would yield those bone fragments, and we were looking at crafting recipes that involve bone fragments in the last episode. Let's go back to here. I think we need to quarter this up so we can get the meat, and it'll only take a couple of minutes, so let's do this. That's already done. Alright, I've sliced it into 4 parts. Now, the 4 carcass quarters of the wild boar still do not fit in any pocket. Huh. Alright. So, I'm going to have to haul those over to the fire pit that I've not yet built. Let's grab the bones. Stomach, kidneys, liver, and sinew. And we've still got this location marked, so we can come back for this corpse, and hopefully it won't spoil before we get done. But I'm still trying to make my way to this trail just to have a look at things. Now here's a question, though. Oh, this is odd. Wait, what corpse did I just field dress? I am confused because I thought that I look again. Oh my goodness. So this was a wild boar that died here. See, I had I'm so foolish. Oh, okay, that's just a bonus because I was headed to the rattlesnake corpse, and for some reason I thought the whole time that that's the corpse I was dealing with. But a wild boar has died here. Well, that's just a short haul of its meat back to my base too. Okay, great. Well, we'll get that fire pit dug then. Let's go up here and butcher the snake. Spotted a dragon. Wild dragonfly. So it looks like, based on the blood trail here, that the rattlesnake maybe wounded one of those wild boar and it ran down to that location and died. So okay, let's look here. Now this is definitely the rattlesnake. I'm going to open the butchering menu. We're going to butcher the snake like we thought we were going to. Now, we can't skin it because it has no skin. That surprises me because where do you... Huh. That's okay. We're just going to skip that. I'm going to butcher this corpse. Now, the giant dragonfly, I'm hoping is not headed in my direction. The wild boar is dangerously close. Alright, I'm going to take a pause. And we'll look. Oh no. So this one is hostile. Huh. Wonder why this one is hostile. It says that it is faster than I am. Alright, let's just take a step away. And is it following me? Yes, it is. I may have to run for it, because I'm not ready to fight a wild pig. Okay, now he has stopped. He has stopped following me. Huh. Well, at least he didn't chase me down with fury. Maybe my animal empathy kicked in there. Okay. I go back here and see. Oh, hey. Gotta get our rocks. Alright. Is there anything I can do about cooking with the new things I have? No, of course, because I think I'm going to need fire. I already have a pointy stick. By the way, this pointy stick... Oh no, I'll have to look at the one I'm wielding in order to get that information. Never mind. I feel like I've got new recipes. Yeah, sure, here we go. So I can make a bone punch. Now this would be something used for flint knapping. Something I don't do much. I mean, that I've never done is what I'm trying to say. Don't know why I would want a paintbrush, to be honest. I'm sure there's something I can paint the walls, obviously. Okay, bone belay, which is also for flint knapping. A bone skewer. Sadly, it won't make squirrel on a stick taste better. Yeah, that's a good point. So, a coin wrapper can be made from paper. Here we go, a fishing hook. Oh, well, that's made with a nail. Here we go, heavy-duty thread can be made from that sinew. Sturdier than ordinary thread, used in a bunch of crafting recipes. Alright, well that's about all that the corpse yielded under other. So I'll bet you though, I'd get some food recipes if I had a fireplace going. Now, at one point I saw, how do I filter this? Here we go. At one point I saw the words digging stick when I was scrolling through things. Huh, that's interesting. So it didn't pull anything up. It's a tool. There's a tool and other. It's probably a weapon. Let's filter again. Let's just look for the word digging. No. Alright. Let's just look for the word stick. There. Well, that's all the time I have for today. I'm going to wrap it up here. We'll see you guys in the next episode.